Hi everyone, I am very glad to greet you all to my fifth lecture. Thank you all for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I am sure you will like the contents in this video. So please subscribe to my channel if not subscribed yet. In this video, we are going to see what are HTML attributes. HTML attributes are nothing but it provides additional information about HTML elements. All the HTML elements can have attributes. Most importantly, attributes should always be specified inside the start tag and they usually come in name value pairs like name is equal to value. See the simple HTML document we have created before. We have already used some of the HTML attributes in our previous lectures. First, let us have a look at those attributes. Here, the A tag defines the hyperlink. The href attribute here specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. This link will go to this URL. You all know how the link will display in the web page. If you forgot, please check the previous lectures. Next one here is the image tag. The image tag is used to embed an image in an HTML page. The source attribute, which is nothing but src attribute, specifies the path to the image to be displayed. The image tag should also contain width and height attributes, which specifies the width and height of the image in pixels. The required alt attribute specifies the alternative text for the image if the image for some reason cannot be displayed. This can be due to slow connection or an error in the source attribute or if the user uses a screen reader. Actually, there are two ways to specify the URL in the source attribute. One is absolute URL and the another one is relative URL. Absolute URL, this URL links to an external image that is hosted on another website. This is the example for absolute URL. You have to note that external images might be under copyright. If you do not get permission to use it, you may be in violation of copyright laws. In addition, you cannot control external images. It can suddenly be removed or changed. The next one is relative URL. This URL links to an image that is hosted within the website. These are the examples for relative URL. Here the URL does not include any domain name. If the URL begins without a slash, then it will be relative to the current page. If the URL begins with a slash, then it will be relative to the domain. It is always best to use relative URLs so that they will not break if you change domain. So next we are going to learn about style attribute. The style attribute is used to add styles to an element such as color, font, size and more. As I said previously, you have to include the attributes in the start tag. For example, if you have included style is equal to color :red inside the paragraph start tag, then the respective paragraph will be displayed in red color in the web page. That is, actually we are setting the color property of the paragraph using style attribute here. This is just an example. We will discuss in detail about the style attributes in the upcoming lectures. Next we are going to see the lang attribute. You should always include the lang attribute inside the HTML tag to declare the language of the web page. This is meant to assist search engines and browsers. The following examples specify English as the language here. Here we have mentioned lang is equal to n, which specifies English as the language for this HTML document. Country codes can also be added to the language code in the lang attribute. So the first two characters define the language of the HTML page and the last two characters defines the country code. The following example specifies English as the language and United States as the country. I have shared the file link containing language and country codes in the description below. Please click the link for your reference. Next one is title attribute. The title attribute defines some extra information about an element. The value of the title attribute will be displayed as a tooltip when you mouse over the element. This is an example for title attribute. Here when you move your mouse over this paragraph in the web page, it will show you this tooltip. So the key points are always use lowercase attributes. The HTML standard does not require lowercase attribute names. All the attributes can be written with uppercase or lowercase like tag names, which I have mentioned in my previous lecture. However, W3C recommends lowercase attributes in HTML. And always quote attribute values. The HTML standard again does not require quotes around attribute values, but W3C recommends quotes in HTML. Here this one is considered as good since we are giving the attribute values inside the quotes. Without quotes it would be considered as bad HTML tag, and in some places you have to use quotes. This example will not display the title attribute correctly if you are not using quotes because it contains spaces here. Therefore, it is better to quote attribute values always. While coming to quotes, you can have confusion whether we have to use single or double quotes. Actually, double quotes or around attribute values are the most common in HTML, but single quotes can also be used. In some situations, when the attribute value itself contains double quotes, it is necessary to use single quotes. You can see the example here. The attribute value itself contains double quotes here, so we are using single quote for attribute value or vice versa. So to summarize, all HTML elements can have attributes. The href attribute of a link specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. The src attribute of image specifies the path to the image to be displayed. The width and height attributes of image provide size information for images. The alt attribute of image provides alternative text for the image. The style attribute is used to add styles to an element such as color, font, size and more. The lang attribute of the HTML tag declares the language of the web page. The title attribute defines some extra information about an element. Okay, let me finish this lecture with this. I have shared the file comprising the complete list of all attributes for each HTML element in the description below. The assignment for this lecture is to apply all these attributes in the Solar System web page created. We'll meet you all soon in my next lecture. Thank you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please like and follow my Facebook page, Sangeeta's Educational Videos. Thank you.